Brought to you by our sponsors, William Richmond Inc., Chesapeake's Bounty, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, McNellis Group Properties, the Southern Maryland Food Truck Festival, R.E. Graves Heating and Air Conditioning, and G&H Jewelers. Live from the JB Weather Center, this is a Weather Alert Update. Good evening. I'm Forecaster John Bordash with the latest information for you. We do now have a brand new tornado warning in effect for parts of Westmoreland County and the northern neck of Virginia for this cell right up and through here, just south of Erica. And the reason why I find this as a reason of importance for us here in Southern Maryland is that this storm is continuing to track here to the north and east. So areas in southern St. Mary's County will need to take this storm seriously as well. This is a storm that could very easily push into southern St. Mary's County, and as it crosses the Potomac River from Westmoreland County, could definitely help to produce a waterspout and impact these regions up into southern St. Mary's County here over the next half an hour. So we will continue to monitor the situation. This storm is very likely to at least has a history of producing rotation. It has been for like the last half an hour to an hour. We've been tracking it here live with you here on the JB Weather live stream, and we're going to continue to watch this. I'm getting our Facebook post updated because the wrong image got posted. But let's go ahead, and I believe that's all updated now. Yes, it is, and let's go ahead and kind of dissect this storm here for you. The area of rotation we are watching with this storm, you see it here, these bright greens, those bright reds really coming together. This is indicative of a healthy amount of rotation. This shows where we have winds going towards the radar, winds going away from the radar, and this really helps to indicate where we have the twisting and turning of winds. Where is this storm going here over the next little bit? And I believe for me to do that will require a little bit of a reboot. So give me 1 second while I do that. But we will take a look at this over here onto our level 3 radar as we let that reboot. But it's this area here in this pink polygon in Westmoreland County that has the potential to see a tornado get dropped as this one cell here north of Acorn, north of Kinsale, continues to track here to the north and east. Believe this should be working now, so let's go ahead, get back over here in our radar. Let's get a storm track on here, give you the latest update for this storm. Again, this is in Westmoreland County right now. This is really the storm I'm watching that I think has a potential to definitely produce a tornado as it continues to push north and east. I don't think we're talking about a strong tornado, but I do think we're talking about a tornado potential with this storm. So we're taking 62 at 34. Let's go ahead and get that together. And this kind of gives you an idea of the areas we're going to be watching for. St. George Island, Piney Point, even the Callaway Valley, Lee and Park Hall area staying on alert here, on over towards St. Mary's City, Dameron, just north of Scotland here, over the next 15 to 20 minutes. We know as these storms try to cross the Potomac River, they get that enhanced spin as they then enter into St. Mary's County, a rather thin peninsula, so you're very susceptible to have these twisting and the turning of the winds continue as these storms move onshore. So we are watching this very closely. I was surprised a while ago that a tornado warning was not issued with this storm, but we do now indeed have that for Westmoreland County, and this storm is continuing here to track to the north and east. It's not the biggest lightning maker, but it is producing heavy rain, gusty winds, and is potentially trying to produce a tornado. We also have very heavy rain pushing into Calvert County, eastern Charles County, northern St. Mary's County. We see plenty of lightning in the Huntingtown region. We're looking at heavy rain down towards Mechanicsville and Chaptico, and we're going to watch as all of this continues to push eastward here. That's the general movement here, and I think it is very likely we will probably see a tornado warning get issued for southern St. Mary's County. So if you are south of Lexington Park, I would go ahead and maybe start taking those tornado safety precautions, moving to the lowest level of your home, getting away from exterior walls, so really a basement, a bathroom, a closet, anywhere where you don't have a wall that touches the outside, and on the lowest level if you can. These types of setups do worry me because it's very easy for these storms over the water to get that twisting and turning of the winds as they push across the Potomac into southern St. Mary's County. So do stay aware. In southern St. Mary's County, you're not under any warning right now, but this storm does worry me, and I think it is you have a decent shot to see this warning get extended across the Potomac here into southern St. Mary's. So we're going to continue to watch this. We're going to continue to see what's going on. We have no active report of a tornado with this. This is just a radar indication at this point. But this rotation couplet has been with us for a while now, where we get these greens touching these reds. That's indicative of rotation. And this signal has been here with this cell now for a good half hour to an hour as we've been tracking this. I've been tracking it live for you here on Facebook and on Twitter, giving you the latest updates, and we will continue to watch this storm. Tracking to the north and east, Piney Point, St. George Island, you're beginning to see some of that heavy rain move in now, and we'll actually take a look. I want to see if our Callaway camera is showing this heavy rain at all, and you can see that somewhat. Let me go ahead, switch gears here, take you over to our live camera centered across southern Maryland. Let's go ahead, take you over here. Yeah, you can see this is a look over towards Callaway. You see Great Mills Road there. We see the rain beginning to fall out towards this region. This storm does indeed hold together moving to St. Mary's County. It'll stay a little bit further south than where this camera is, but this will be a good baseline to see how the storms continue to interact with the environment we have overhead. Let's take you back over here towards radar. We do now have a brand new update with this tornado warning that's in effect for Westmoreland County. Let me go ahead, bring that up here. We're still saying a tornado is possible with this storm. I want to go ahead and get that warning text up here for you, get you the latest information. We are talking about the tornado warning remaining in effect till 8:15 for northwestern Northumberland County and southeastern Westmoreland counties. And again, that goes until 8:15. At 7:50, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Hugh, or 7 miles north of Callio, moving east at 25 miles per hour. This is radar-indicated rotation. Flying debris could be dangerous with this system, and those caught without shelter need to, seek that shelter, because that could be life-threatening for you. This storm is now, we just got a brand new radar update. I want to take you over here, change gears with our radars here quickly. This storm is beginning to try to have a little bit of a curlicue hook with it, and we'll wait for this rotation tracker to update for us. But what this is showing me here is where we have winds beginning to kind of try to wrap around this cell, the core of this cell, and we'll see as this pushes towards St. George Island and Piney Point if this is indeed able to hold together. Let's take you back over here, see if you have an update on that velocity tracker, and we're getting into that part of the radar where it's going to be difficult for us to see. So I want to see if we can't just get a better look at this system. Try to look in on it a little bit. Give me one. We're going to try and look at that. We're going to try to look at this with our Wakefield, Virginia radar, because this is an area of the radar where it's going to be difficult for us to see that rotation. It's going to be hiding behind that lack of a radar beam. We'll see if we can get one up here. If not, we'll try Dover, Delaware for that. But yeah, that pink polygon still. Westmoreland County has the latest for a tornado warning, and it looks like we have a, yeah, I don't need someone's HIV story posted in the Facebook comments. That needs to get blocked. Yeah, we're still not in a good spot to get a good handle on this rotation. We do know it exists. It has for a while now, so I would find it hard to believe that it just goes away easily. But it's with this storm, again, St. George Island, you can kind of see it here a little bit where this rotation would be right into this region. Not the best look at it, though, but you can kind of see what I'm looking at right now is how we are starting to see a little bit of a twisting in with the rain as wind tries to come in over here. And you can see that we just got a new update here out of Dover, Delaware with this radar imagery, and you can see how it curves in here. We have other wind that kind of comes in that way. So that's what we're watching right now, that twisting and turning. And it's very easy for these storms to it's possible for these storms to die out over the Potomac. That's not my experience with them, though. If anything, they try to kind of tighten up that rotation and try to produce a waterspout that moves on land. So we're going to be watching this for Piney Point, Callaway, Dameron. Let's switch you back over here to Sterling, Virginia's radar. That really is our best local radar here. And yeah, and you can see this is trying to move right over the Potomac River here. Let's get a track loaded up on this storm. You're starting to get some really heavy rain pushing in here over towards Callaway and Piney Point. The worst of this storm, we see we're tracking 30, 36. We're going to zoom all the way out here to get that. And this is just a general look at timing here. This is going to be more of a short-term issue. So Valley Lee, 7:58. You already have that rain pushing in now. St. Mary City, a little bit after 8. Dameron Park Hall around 8:05. It's, again, really the southern tip of St. Mary's County that we're going to be watching for this potential of some rotation. I see someone's asking about Calvert County. This is not an impact to Calvert County at the moment. For Calvert County, we're just tracking, but we're tracking some heavy rain. The heaviest of the rain really right now is focused from about St. Leonard points north, but we have additional heavy rain that will be moving into the Lesby area here over the next 10 to 15 minutes. But this storm is now beginning to come out here over the water. We're really going to be watching this as it moves here into the St. George Island area. And what I want to do is use one of our other programs. Got plenty here to track and see what it is we're talking about with this rotation. We're able to really get an idea with that. If we can get to maybe the Andrews Air Force Base radar, see if that's able to pick up on some of this a little bit. So let me see if I can't just get that shown up here. 1 second as I try to get that thrown together. I think that's going to be yeah, here we go. So what we're able to see, and I'll turn the warnings off here. With our Southern Maryland radar, this rotation isn't able to hide. It's really this area up in here. We're getting some of that. These greens and reds touching. This is now beginning to come across the Potomac River now. And we're really going to be watching that. If I turn the radar data off, we're going to be watching that here for St. George Island, Piney Point, Valley Lee, over towards St. Mary City, Scotland, this region, as this area of rotation tries here to move to the north and east. And you can see that clear hook echo here. Let's get that kind of smoothed out. You can see that clear hook echo really trying to tighten up as it nears the Potomac River. We're going to be watching that as it moves here into St. Mary's County over the next 15 minutes or so. So stop at Lexington Park. We're going to stay weather aware. Again, I would advise maybe taking those tornado safety precautions now. Let's take it back over here. It really allows us to see what's going on as this storm continues here to track to the north and east. And see, someone's asking if we have hail with this. I don't think we are registering any hail here. Not seeing any come up here on our hail tracker. Not really. So that is some good news. But we are now starting to see some lightning pop up with this storm. It continues to push here to the north and east. And that storm track looks like it's probably a little bit too far to the south. But the tornado warning does continue for Westmoreland County here for the next 15 minutes or so, but this is pushing out of Westmoreland, now moving over the Potomac, and we'll see how it interacts here with with southern St. Mary's County, that Potomac River over towards St. George Island. What I want to do is go ahead, come back over here to our chart website, see what that Callaway camera is showing us. Yeah, we can see, does this work as well? No, not so much. We can definitely see that over here where we're beginning to see some rainfall over towards Callaway, where that rain is beginning to push in here along Great Mills Road at 246 as well, Route 5 at 246. Take it back over here. We're kind of on standby to see if the National Weather Service continues this tornado warning for parts of St. Mary's County. It's possible they don't. I would, but I don't issue these warnings. So we're going to see what's going to be happening with this as this continues on. We'll see if we're still in that hidden spot of the radar here. Let's go ahead and check our Southern Maryland radar. That'll help us to kind of see what we're talking about with this. Let's take it back over here. And we're going to really try to take a look in here with base velocity. And we're still looking at that rotation here. We're going to get an update here in the next couple of seconds with this radar sweep. And I'm sure if we do get an extension of this tornado warning for southern St. Mary's County, you all will get it on your phones the same time I do with the way that those push alerts go out now, which is great. But again, you're going to get that as soon as I do. But we'll see if we're able to get an update with radar here. But this is a clear hook echo, what I'm seeing. With this storm, we're getting a new update here. Definitely seeing that continued signature there of a little bit of rotation. Are we getting that updated velocity, though? Not just yet. But we will continue to watch this as the St. George Island area, Piney Point, that's going to be the area we're talking about. Tammy wants to know about Prince Frederick and the Benedict Bridge. You are seeing heavy rain up that way. We're not talking about tornadoes up that way, but what we are talking about is that heavy rain continuing here to push to the east. Let's get you over here. Yeah, we're continuing to look at this heavy rain push through. Aiden wants to know where this is. This is down towards the northern neck of Virginia, where we've been saying that for a while. Zoe wants to know if this is coming to Lothian. Lothian's all the way up here, so not exactly. I mean, this isn't going to be tracking due north. And Caitlin wants to know what the Chesapeake Ranch Estates. This will be staying south of you. Again, this is really just for southern St. Mary's County for you. The Chesapeake Ranch Estates, the Lothian, you will be seeing some heavy rain push in as well. So we'll see. We'll see how this continues to kind of unfold for us. We don't have a new tornado warning out just yet for this cell, so we might not. And that tornado warning earlier has now been allowed to get canceled for Westmoreland County. But if you're in southern St. Mary's County, I would definitely stay aware. This storm does have the potential to really spin up maybe a quick water spout, a quick tornado for you. Mary, this is staying to the south of Leonardtown. Well, Lexington Park, Carol, this is staying south of you as well. Again, this is really Piney Point, Dammer, maybe Great Mills, but more like Park Hall, St. Mary's City. I stocked up on goldfish tonight. Not so much tonight. This isn't necessarily a severe weather outbreak. It doesn't call for goldfish right now. We're just talking about a couple of the cells here. Let's see. ABC 27 Weatherman is saying St. Mary's down to Ridge need to be on the alert. Yes, I do agree with that. Granted, Lana, you should just be staying with JB Weather, not ABC 27, because I told you that about 15 minutes ago, that this area down here should be aware, and we're going to continue to stay aware. It's really this southern tip here, St. Mary's, really where you had that tornado warning a little bit earlier today. I think that was around 2 o'clock. It's really this same area we're going to continue to watch. Let's see if we can't just loop radar here over the last 30 minutes. You can see how this storm has continued to push here to the north and east, the general motion of it, pushing into Piney Point, pushing into Dameron. Looks like Brian went ahead and posted that special marine warning. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that we have one of those out. They tend to put those out just for small events, so we've been watching that potential for that water spout there for you. Yeah, we're not doing advertisements in the comments, so my apologies, Chris. We are not doing that. Getting dark over towards Park Hall is what Kat is saying right now. We could definitely see that on radar as this storm continues here to push to the north and east. Not producing a whole bunch of lightning right now. We're registering 0 strikes at the moment, but we are registering some heavy rain and a little bit of a twisting and turning of those winds as well. I want to see if our Southern Maryland radar is picking up on rotation. It has weakened somewhat, which is some good news. Right down in this area, we still have some hints of rotation. It definitely isn't as well defined as it was earlier. We still do note that we have some of those greens and reds trying to come together, but it definitely isn't as pronounced as it was earlier. Mechanicsville area in the clear for severe storms for the rest of the night, or what's up, Mike? I know you follow our posts here on GB Weather. You know that threat of rain exists through Sunday, but this leading edge is really just, this is where we have that greatest severe weather threat. Behind this, I'm not really worried about much. So you have to put the kids to bed on the plate. I think you're more than fine for that. This is really the only game in town right now. Let's switch it back over here. Yeah, I mean, even with this, you can still see if we were to really get in here, you can, actually, and it might be a little bit easier if we come over here. You're able to see where we're looking at how this twists in a little bit. It's a little hard to see, so you kind of really have to look, but you can see how this tries to twist in a little bit. So that's, again, what I'm continuing to watch. St. George Island, this has just moved over you. This is now trying to move onshore out here. Well, now we're going to be crossing the creek here, getting near St. Mary's City here. That's going to be its next pit stop before it heads then out over the bay. So this is really the only thing we're watching right now, severe weather-wise. Everything else is more like heavy rain, so I think that's some good news. But we'll continue to watch all of this as it continues to track north and east here over the next little bit. Let's switch gears back over here, really taking a look here. St. Mary's City, Dameron, it's really this region we're watching here. St. George Island, Piney Point, you're in the clear now. Christina, Mama needs bedtime. I need bedtime too. I get that. Tammy, love following you. You're so informative. I try my best. I try. And that's, yeah, sending the eye emojis. That's me all the time. Just eyes looking around. Super heavy rain over towards Park Hall is what Brandy is sending in. Thank you, Brandy. Your reports are much appreciated when you get those sent in. I love that. Let's take a look at that Callaway camera, see if we have any updates with that. Not too, I mean, it still just looks like rain out here. Nothing too crazy, but this is a little bit further north than where we would expect there to be, if there were a rotation, where that would be. Not big drops, just a lot of them. Let's see, a severe lightning strike close to the house here in Prince Frederick about 15 minutes ago. Hey, Brandy with the weather station. There you go. That's what I like to hear. I like when people have that. All right. Yeah, so again, we're still talking. I mean, this isn't... See if this has kind of snuck back into radar coverage here now, and it looks like it's trying to... We have some broad rotation. It definitely isn't as pronounced as it once was, which is some good news as it continues to track north and east here across that southern tip of St. Mary's County. But, you know, we'll continue to watch it. I mean, what I find hilarious is I'm here watching this now, no tornado warning. I'm out at lunch earlier, tornado warning. It's only when I'm sitting around that we don't get... When I'm here to provide the coverage where nothing really happens. Yeah, it's always seeing a downpour out towards Lothian, and we'll take a look up there in a second. This is kind of what's left of that storm here in southern St. Mary's. You can see still how it kind of tries to wrap around here. I'll try to tell the straight here for you quick. You can, and it's not the best because that's yellow. Let's see if we can't just fix that. But you can kind of see how this bad boy tries to kind of wrap in some of that air, but it's definitely not the best. Yeah, you can kind of see that there. Let me just clear that. You can kind of see here again how it tries to wrap in a little bit, but that's not the best structure I've seen, and that definitely does signify to me that this storm is definitely on the weakening trend as things stand right now. As we zoom out, though, what we're going to note is that, I mean, we have a band of heavy rain moving into St. Leonard and Brooms Island. I don't think this is showing signs of rotation. Not really seeing that. Yeah, I mean, this heavy rain just pushed through Chesapeake Beach, Huntingtown. Lothian, you are up here getting the rain. We've seen that continue to move through southern St. Mary's. Another band of heavy rain just moved through Allen's Fresh, getting towards Hughesville and Golden Beach. Maybe a little bit of early rotation here. Nothing too concerning at the moment, though. We have no active warnings across the area right now, which is definitely welcome news. So we're going to go ahead and end the coverage now. All tornado warnings have been allowed to get canceled. We're still watching that cell here at the southern tip of St. Mary's County. That should be exiting out towards the bay, though, momentarily, probably in the next couple of minutes here. So do stay weather aware. What I can do quickly, for those of you that are sticking around, the 200 of you or so, stick around a little longer. I will quickly show you Futurecast here, which will, of course, take a little bit of time just to load up. But I will show you that to show you what you can expect here over the next 48 hours as we continue to track all of this. And then we'll go ahead and call it a night, because I think this will probably be the last time I need to do one of these severe weather coverage live streams tonight. But let me go ahead and get that loaded up here for you, that Futurecast. Really, I want to get that started up here for 8 o'clock. Let's load that loop. And maybe we're doing this thing where nothing really wants to load for me. He doesn't want to load. If not, I'm not going to wait too long for it. But just stay tuned. Again, we're going to be watching this potential for the threat of rain here through really the rest of the night. I mean, tomorrow going into Sunday. Yeah, this bad boy is fighting with me. So we're just going to call it a night. Stay tuned. I'll continue to keep you updated here with the latest information. No active warnings right now, but the heavy rain threat will stick around here really tomorrow going into the morning hours on Sunday. So stay tuned. I'll continue to keep you updated. But in the meantime, I'm Forecaster John Bordash. Continue to keep it tuned here at